Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. Come on in, y'all. Hey, today, I want y'all to focus on what I'm saying. On this live, I want y'all to, we're going to laugh, I'm joking, and all this extra stuff, but I really want y'all to focus on the game that I'm lacing. See, one thing about the game, we need to start understanding the game that's being laced by men that's in the community and real women that's in the community that's actually lacing us with the game. And we cannot be distracted by all this foolery that we think is the game. See, one thing about it, truth is always going to be revealing. It's always going to reveal who people really are. And time always reveals who people really are. Now, with that being said, let's go into the warnings. Let's go into the subculture that is black and is the battery of society. The battery of society is the black culture. I don't care who watches this video. I don't care what statistics you say. We live in the real world, in real life, in real time. The battery of society is the black culture. Now, you can be distracted by the little things, or you can listen, not just hear me. Listen, get the game, and don't worry about this crack on the windshield. See, a lot of y'all brothers want to email me and talk about stuff for the distract and throw off the game that's being tossed out here through I'm the vessel that it's going through. Hey, don't look at what's going on in the video. Listen to the video and get the game out the video. See, one thing that we need to learn as a community of people is communication. It's listening, talking, deliberation, timing, meditating, everything. You need to learn all those different things in a conversation and communication. We need to learn communication. We need to take classes on communication. That means we need to learn how to communicate with one another. Younger men need to know how to communicate with older men. Older men need to learn how to communicate with younger men. Women need to learn how to communicate with men. Women need to learn how to communicate with younger women, younger males. Vice versa, all the way around the block. Women need to learn how to talk to older men. Women need to learn how to talk to other women and younger women. We need to learn this. We need to learn communication. We need to learn respectable communication. We need to learn power of position. We need to aim for power of position. Or position of power, however you want to say it. But it's position of power. Men need to take their rightful place in society and stop walking around here trying to put a man above you when you a man. Now, a lot of y'all came into my email and my comment box about me mentioning things about viral hip-hop news, Stack 5, and Boyce Watkins. With that being said, I only spoke on those men of examples of class. When y'all step into this, I joke around and did all that, but we got to understand what would attract people to knowledge and power. So these people are templates into society of what they throw out there that's so confusion, mischievousness, and consumerism, and they are totally against manhood. They are totally against manhood. They will present themselves as a man and do the totally opposite of what a man does. Now, if I'm a man and I call out another man and I say you are wrong for what you did and you don't need to promote that and you need to adjust your message and reform it and give a message that promote manhood, then y'all gonna sit up here and get mad at me. But you know what? I understand why you mad, because within you, it's that demon, it's that devil that want to promote this betalism and this anti-manhood. But I understand it, because I'm going to call out that demon right now. Lord, come down. Strike that demon down that's inside these feminine tongue men and these men that have no backbone. They backbone is shaped like a question mark, Lord. They sit up here and tell you that you need counseling if you want to be a real man, that you are toxic and you are wrong for standing up for what you need to stand up for. And they reject the game. When did men reject the game? That you can learn the game. Remember when game was in rap music? Game was in the R&B music. Game was in the music that we played. You can learn lessons through the game, through the music and the stories. Remember, people used to tell stories, and then inside the stories was the game. Old men would say phrases, metaphors, and it would be game in it as you grew as a man or a woman. The sayings that your grandparents had, uncles, aunties, kinfolks had, it played itself out in reality as knowledge. But you didn't get it at that younger age, but it was implanted in your mind, and later on it played itself out. See, I got a deep love for my people. And when you have a deep love for your people, your passion for your people is different. Now, to the males that walk around here and you don't have no deep love for your people, it's all about me, 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 me. And you willing to bend over backwards and grab your ankles and let a man do whatever he want to do to you. I'm not talking to you. You stand down. You know your place. See, one thing we have to understand in this society is that information controls people's minds, and how the information is delivered to who is delivered through to is done in certification of. Like, let's say I was saying that I was a doctor. I show y'all a diploma, and then a school would certify me that I went to, and like Howard, and said I was a doctor. Whatever I say, y'all would believe it. Whatever I say, y'all would believe it. Even if it was so far-fetched that the simplest person would be like, that don't make sense. Y'all still would try to make some type of way. It has to be some type of truth to it. Even if a pastor, see the word pastor, control of information. Doctor, what do that reference to in society? What do it represent? If somebody say pastor, what do that represent in society? Even though that person's action don't line up with the word pastor, as a description, as a definition, as a way of conducting yourself, as a lifestyle to live by, but they contradict it, but everything's forgiven because they use the word pastor. That's a scapegoat. People are using these words to escape all these things that other people would go down judged as. But we have to understand game and when it's being ran. You sit there long enough and you listen to a man or a woman and understand the game that's being ran. Once you understand the game that's being ran, you move accordingly. A lot of us love game being ran on us. Maybe we're addicted to game being ran on us. Y'all ever thought about that? You ever thought about that you seen game ran on your mama? So now you addicted to a man running game on you, or a woman running game on you. You saw a game being ran on your father by other men and other women. So now you addicted to game because you think it's okay because you seen game being ran and you ain't seen nobody do nothing about it. So you think it's okay to not do anything about game being ran. Like, what can I do? Powerless, spineless men that's scared to stand up for anything that's righteous. That's why we're in society now. That's why you can be attacked in so many different ways and get slapped all in the face virtually, indirectly, and you won't do nothing about it. You'll just say, we just got to live through it. We just got to push through. We just got to believe and have hope. See, that's the pill that they take. That's the drug that you take to make everything all right. Listen to what I'm saying there, because some of y'all don't know how to listen. Some of y'all still talking while I'm talking and don't know how to be quiet, shut your mouth, shut your mind down, and listen to what I'm saying. Some of y'all take that hope pill on purpose because you don't want to deal with reality. What's wrong with you? Why your woman don't respect you and don't shut up when you talking? Why she don't take you serious? Why she can cheat on you and have no regrets on it and you ain't never cheated on her probably? Why is vice versa for the woman also? Why your man don't respect you? Maybe because he know you are a fool. Maybe the opposite know that you a fool. Maybe they know they can run game on you and they don't respect you because you don't have enough sense to peep the game. And they know they just keep you around because they just got somebody that they can run game on and just have a safety net. They can always go lay their head. How about that? But if I'm lacing you with the game and trying to open your eyes up to the game, why you just can't take the game and just digest the game and take and pick apart what you need for your equation? Because this is all about equations. It's all about what works for you. In your equation, what works for you? You pick out what works for you and you only take that. Don't take no more. Don't take nothing less. Peep the game. The game is to be sold, not to be told. That means if I'm giving you the game, you're going to have to pay for something. In some kind of manner and some kind of way. You're going to have to pay. That means you're going to have to pay with suffering, pain, or something. You're going to have to pay. Everything ain't about money. But you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay with time, something. So, if I'm a country guy from the down south and I'm riding around with a cracked windshield and I'm spending this game, but I'm black. But the knowledge is what you need. The game is what you need. But you want to sit back and you want to, the devil inside of you want to tell you, hey, don't listen to that Negro. He got a cracked windshield. Who is he? He haven't showed you nothing expensive. He ain't driving around in a BMW. Well, I do got a BMW. 2 of those. But he just driving around inside a truck. He ain't showing you expensive clothes, jewelry, and all this other stuff. And he ain't got a prestigious name. And who is he to tell you anything? Because it got to be somebody above you to tell you something. Because little old sheep like us, we need somebody to tell us every move to make. We're not smart enough or intelligent enough to break down the science of life and differentiate what we need to do in life and understand. We need governors, we need mayors, we need politicians to tell us what's good for us, what to eat, what not to eat. We need specialists, y'all. We can't use common sense no more and understand if you've got a belly, what exercise we need to do just for to lose a belly or what foods to cut out. We need somebody to actually tell us this. We can't use common sense and observe what food does what. Somebody got to tell you what body type. Everything's a science. Everything that was common, now they make it complex and give it to you in a complex way when it's common sense. It's simple. Everything is simple. Simplify your life. Simplify your life. Use common sense and simplify your life. Don't use complex math. Just use the basic math. And your life will flow. But no. We got to complex things. We got to make things be something that is not. Don't have to be. Why? Why? Why do we got a complex life? Do we think we smarter by complex in life? Do we think that? Or you been told that? See, the game is a deep game. That means when you go down a wormhole of these games and you want to play these games where you want to do on an education, I'm better than everybody else because I got an education from this school, that's a game. Everything is a game. And the person that's sitting up here at these Ivy League colleges knowing they pimping you and you sponsoring the bull crap. You funding the bull crap and you promoting the bull crap. Don't you know it sounds crazy to say Black Lives Matter? But then when you look at a $20 bill, $100 bill, you worship that money. We say we need to get this money to make influence and make change. But look who's on the dollar bill, y'all. Look who's on the dollar bill. These are slave owners. These are the forefathers of this whole template that you living in. You're living in a template of forefathers that believe in that you was not human. This is the base that we stand on. This is the currency that's going around. This is what you work yourself down to the bone for. Is these people. So no matter where you go in a circle. You can talk all that noise, but you got to come right back to that circle. Black Lives Matter? How do it matter? In what form? If it did matter, then what can we stand on? What can we stand on that's black? What is binding black people together? White people can see themselves on money. Think about what I'm saying. A white male is empowered through confidence through his environment. He can go in the history books and see white males being dominant. He can go look at the dollar bill and see a white male being dominant, where everybody is saying this is the top of the line money in the world. People don't even look at gold no more. They look directly at a piece of paper with a white man on it. And it's rappers right now. You can go to any social media website and they got money to their face, to their head. They lose sleep. They lose loved ones. They get into it with family over the white man paper. A white man face on it. They chase it. They think about it. They do whatever it takes to get it. You got actors, you got entertainers that would do anything in their power to get more of it. It's not a drug. Is it not a drug? If somebody will rob somebody for a face of a white man on a piece of paper, let's keep it basic. It's a white piece of paper with a white man face on it, and people are dying over it. It's not gold now. It's not gold. It's not silver. It's just a piece of paper with a white man face on it. So let's keep it real with ourselves. How do Black Lives Matter? How do Black Lives Matter when it's funded by the same source of the forefathers? that's on the money, that built the White House, that built the construct. Well, they didn't build a White House physically, but I'm just saying it represents them. They even named it the White House. So how we changing America when everything here is still the same? It's still the same. See, y'all want to operate in a system and believe in a system to change one day when they make a whole industry to make you have hope, but they keep the same machine going. The same machine going. I said all that to say, in the Bible, they said the sins of the father fall on the children. They said the sins of the father fall on the children. I'm going to keep saying this for it can get in your mind. They said the sins of the father falls on the children. They said the sins of the father falls on the children. Do you understand what I'm saying? When I'm saying this? The sins of a father falls on the children. Our forefathers of this country were slave owners. White men, they birthed what you see today. That's what they said now. In all the pledges and different things, they said, my forefathers. When you talk to the rebels, the people from the South, they got the rebel flag. They said, my forefathers. White males are the fathers of this country. They were slave owners, rapists. They were criminals. They was liars, deceivers. They was murderers. They did all of the different sins. They was gluttony. They ate all kind of, they ate everything. They was cutting on black women. They was dying on the table. They was experimenting on you. They was experimenting on a black man. They had your body parts in jars. Come on now, y'all. The sins of the father falls on the children. The forefathers of this country were slave owners, white men with their bad habits and all their sins and all their filth. And then black people as the children and white children and white and Asian children, all the people that Mexican children, we looked upon the father that birthed this thing, and the way he treated his woman, we did the same thing. Oh, you don't want to give it to me? I take it. We saw him do this. We saw him touching his own daughter. We saw him touching his own niece. We saw him smack his wife when she didn't shut up. If you don't believe me, go watch a black and white movie or an old movie with number white men and women in it. And when the white woman got sassy, he backhanded her. What am I saying when I say this? You seen this behavior. You said this is how a man supposed to act. This is a white man because he called you a boy. And you said, in order for me to be a man, I got to do these actions. This is information, controlled information. You was told this indirectly. This is a man. So now, when I speak about game, I'm hipping you to the game. I'm hipping you to wake up to what you've been told what to do indirectly. It's a form of communication. But will you listen to the game that I'm lacing you with? Your great-great-great-grandfather seen different things going on around the white woman and he seen the white man in action, how he treated his woman, and you just copied it. The black woman saw the white woman getting treated a certain way and wanted, oh, this was what love is? When you just toss down, pulling hair, doing all kind of, you don't even know how to be pleased without experiencing it for yourself, because they telling you how to be pleased. They telling you how to be turned on. They telling you everything, how to act, doing the act. You can't experience it for yourself and understand what you like from your own personal experience. No, you was told this is what you do in that act. You are interacting off another man's thought and mindset, the father of this whole matrix that he presented to you, and we all a part of it. That's why the sins of the father falls on the children. The forefathers now, this is what they said. I didn't say this. This is words that they use, and I'm just putting it in perspective for you, picking the game up. If you're picking the game up, salute to you. If you don't want to pick the game up, bless your little heart. Bless your little heart if you don't want to listen. I rebuke you. Because that devil's inside of you, and he twisting and turning, and he don't want you to hear the truth. See, I rebuke those demons. See, I sit in front of demons and devils all the time. I look them dead in their eyes because I love to sit in front of the devil and expose the devil and confront devils and defeat devils. I done defeated a whole lot of devils in my lifetime because I can see the devil. See, I ain't twisted up in this world. I'm living the real world. I don't live in that fake world. I don't live in the hope world. I don't live in this fictitious world of fantasy. Fantasy. Most black men want to live in fantasy. Why you want to live in fantasy, black man? What happened to your backbone? What happened to your strength? Do you even know how to be a man in the first place? But your forefathers told you how to be a man, remember? Remember? The same forefathers that backhanded the white woman, and you saw it through your ancestors, and your ancestors did that to their wives, so to speak. Some of them did, some of them didn't. Now, that same action is locking your black ass up. Same action, black woman, is locking you up. Same action is getting you taken away from your children. What are we doing? Are we analyzing the environment and peeping game on the environment? No, I gotta be occupied. My mind has to always be occupied with what? Social media. With some male company or some female company. I always gotta be chasing something to fulfill a void that's in my life. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? We don't understand the forefathers of the nation. Forget about history. We talking about what is going on. I'm not talking about history before the white man got here and what we was before the white man got here and everything else and all these different debates and everything. I'm talking about the sins of the father falls on the children. That's all we talking about right now. The sins of the father falls on the children. Who is the mother and the father of this nation? Who is the mothers and the fathers of the nation? Let's be honest. I'm not gassing up this situation. I'm just keeping it real. The white male and the white woman is the father and the mother of this nation. then that's a fact. You can say what you want to say, but that's a fact. And the kids act just like the mothers and the fathers would act. Late up in the day, but the grind still goes on. I just wanted to talk to my people. Open your eyes up to what is right in front of you. We'll meet again.